everybody, welcome to my channel, a place for startup entrepreneurs and small business owners. Now, if you are new to my channel, please hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I post a video. Now, if you are returning, thank you so much for subscribing and thank you for watching my videos. So in today's video, I will be telling you the steps I follow to start my online business. These are easy, simple steps that anybody can follow, and these are the steps I follow with my clients who need to open an e-commerce store. I hope this will be helpful for you, and I really hope this will be easy to follow. Let me know in the comment box if you have any questions. Let's get into the video. So the first thing you'll need to do is find out what you want to sell and who you will be selling it to. So this is your product or your service and who your customer will be. The product or service that you choose to sell needs to be something that people can use and something that will add value to people's lives. So you need to do your research on this and be sure that this is really what you want to do. It needs to be something that you really know that you can maintain and something that you can actually provide to people. So if it's a service, you need to be able to really truly provide it and provide quality. If it's a product, it needs to be quality. So you need to do your research and find the right suppliers for your product. If it's something you are making, make sure you have refined your skill and make sure that you are making something that you really know will be a good product to sell to other people, something that they can use and something they can use for a while. The second thing you need to do is get your business or your company registered. It may sound like something huge and like, oh no, but I'm not even ready to start selling. I'm not ready to start operating my business. You don't need to be ready to start operating in order to register your business. It's important to register so that when you do start operating, or if you want to apply for funding, then you are registered, because funders or investors or organizations that provide funding require you to be registered before you can apply for funding or before you can qualify for funding as well. And also being registered means you're securing the name that you're operating under, or the name you want to operate under. If you don't register your business and you choose to operate under a certain name and you start your business and operate, you might find that that name is registered by someone else, or someone else comes the next day, literally the day after you start operating, and registered that name. Now you cannot continue using that name anymore. You have to change your name. You have to reintroduce yourself to your customers, which can be quite an unnecessary process. So make sure you register and reserve your name as soon as you think of starting your business. As soon as you think of your business name, as soon as you choose a name, you need to register to secure that name and to also just make sure that you get that part out of the way. Being registered also makes you appear or look legitimate to not only to your customers, but as well as other businesses that might want to work with you, or other or investors or funders who want to provide funding to you. They can see that, okay, you really are serious about this, and the business that you are speaking of is a legitimate business. Customers these days want to know that they are dealing with a business they can trust. They want to know that the person who's providing the service or selling them this product really does exist. They're giving their money to a real business. So registering your business gives you that legitimacy to your customers, to investors, and to other businesses that might want to collaborate with you. Now, once you're registered, every year on the anniversary date of your registration, you will need to file annual returns in order to stay registered. So this can be done on the CIPC website. This is totally different from tax returns, so don't confuse the two. Annual returns are filed with the CIPC. Once you've registered your business and you've reserved your name, you will need to register a domain name. A domain name is your web address. It's your royalflairclothing.com or thestartupspace.co.za. That is your domain name. So it's important to register this. I prefer to rather check when you're in the process of registering your business with the CIPC. It's important to, you can also go on either registerdomains.co.za, AfriHost. You can also do this on the CIPC website, or rather it's known as BizPortal. You can also find other hosting companies where you can register your domain name. So check the availability of that name, and then you register your name on the CIPC and register your domain concurrently. It's not expensive. You can register for under 200 or under 100 Rand, depending on what you want to use, whether you want to use .co.za, .com, .net, .org, etc. So it depends on the provider and what they charge for that particular address. But it's really important to register your domain name. Once again, even if you are not ready to register to operate your business, it's important to register your domain name and reserve it. Make sure it's yours. Make sure that nobody else can come and create and register that domain name and start operating under a name that you really wanted to use, or a name that you've already started using but haven't registered. So it's important to do that when you register your business with the CIPC. You can do that with either an external, with any other provider, or you can do it on the CIPC website. And prices will vary depending on the option you choose. Now, I forgot to tell you, so registering your business on the CIPC costs 175 Rand. So this includes the company registration as well as name reservation. And then registering your domain, as I said, it can range anywhere from 50 Rand to 200 Rand, or even more than that if you want a more customized domain. So you will need this domain name when you create a website. That's the domain you're going to connect to your website. And when you get a custom business email, either with G Suite or with any other provider, you will connect that email to this domain name, so that your email address says something like ranzuv@thestartupspace.co.za. So that is my custom email, my business email. And I connected my domain name to that to make that the custom business email. And you can also transfer this domain name to a different provider. So I've registered my domains with registerdomains.co.za, but if I want to, say, transfer it to Shopify and want to be hosted by Shopify, then I can do that. If I want to transfer it to AfriHost, I can do that. So it's really easy to transfer. However, when you do transfer, the new provider will consider you as a new, and will consider it as a new registration. So you will pay the fee as if you are registering your domain name again. So just be mindful of that if you do choose to transfer your domain name from one provider to the other. So now that you've registered your business, you've registered your domain name, your business name, you know what you want to sell and who you want to sell it to, the next thing I did, or the next thing you can do, is now focus on your branding. This is your logos, your colors, your brand colors, your social media templates and everything. This you can do on canva.com. You can download the app either on your phone, or you can use it online or on the web at canva.com. This app is amazing for graphic design for amateurs like me, because I didn't know anything about graphic design. I didn't know anything about creating, how to create really nice posts. I'd see people creating all kinds of things on all kinds of posts, all kinds of images on social media. So when I found Canva, for me it was like amazing. So you can use a free plan, or you can upgrade to a pro plan, which is really not expensive. I think it's under 200 Rand, I think, per month. Yeah, so you can subscribe to that if you want to have more features on it, but even the free plan has really amazing features. So you can create logos, you can create Instagram posts, Facebook posts, YouTube banners, thumbnails, intro videos for YouTube. You can create all kinds of things on Canva. You can also create websites on Canva. They have all sorts of templates that you can literally just edit and plug. And yeah, what else can you create in Canva? Literally, like, there's so many things. You can create book covers, CD covers, you can create presentations, short marketing videos. There are so many things you can do on Canva. So that is really definitely an app you need to be using if you are running a business. I created my business logo on I literally just went to Instagram and downloaded some app called Logo Maker. That's the name. And that's what I used to create my logo for the startup space and my logo for Royal Flair Clothing. It worked really well for me. I've also created some logos for some clients using that same app, free, and it has all kinds of features. And I'm using the free plan. I'm not sure if they do have a subscription plan or a paid plan, but I'm using the free plan. And it still has, yeah, like I said, it has amazing features. So you can try that, or any other logo maker that really has a lot of features. Rather look at something where you can do all kinds of things, where you can have different types of designs. Some logo maker apps really suck, so you really need to just try them out. If you do have money, go ahead and pay someone else to do it for you. There's really nothing wrong with that. If you can afford it, then let someone else do it for you. Let someone help you, because you can't be a jack of all trades. For me, I just had really I had a really tight budget, so a lot of things I had to figure out on my own and do myself. So this is probably I think this was what took me the longest. Not that long, it took me like a day or two to create a website. I used Shopify. I tried Wix. I did test out WordPress. I tested out Wix, but I wasn't quite comfortable with the platform. I wasn't quite comfortable with the website builder, and it was just too limited in terms of the kind of apps I could integrate into the website or use for the things I want to do, especially for the startup space, because I do have services. I provide services, and I want to provide courses as well as books, and sell books and courses on the website or through the website. So I needed something that I can easily integrate with other platforms, with other apps, etc. So Shopify really did the things for me, and it is also what I use for clients to create e-commerce stores for them. So you should try that out. The plans also are what it really worked for me. The paid plans for Shopify work for me. So I started out on like the minimum, it's $29, which is around 500 and something rand in South African rands. So that is what I pay monthly for my website, to basically keep my website up. Really cheap for me. Works perfectly. There are so many features, so many free apps I've integrated. Some I pay for, but it's really not much. It's like $9 a month or something. So my website costs aren't really that low. I can keep my website running or my business running for under 1,000 rand every month. Literally, that is what I can run my business on. So having Shopify for me really makes things easier. If you do want to know more about Shopify, or you need a website or an e-commerce site and you really want to use Shopify, then you can send me an email or click the link and contact me through my website. So with WordPress and Wix, I wasn't that comfortable with the paid plans, as well as what they include or the features that you have access to on their paid plans. For me, I felt like for what I want to do with my site, I needed to be on a more expensive plan. So that was kind of what let's say pushed me more towards Shopify. Yeah, so for me, Shopify is what I used for my website. It was so easy. I chose a template, free template. I didn't go for those paid templates. I was in China, so I used a free template and created my site. It took me a day or two to create my site. Like I got to a point where I got so excited about creating websites that I just started building websites for fun and just letting them just leaving them there, leaving them hanging, because Shopify does have a 14-day free trial. So yeah, for 14 days I was able to use my website for free, connected my domain, connected my payment methods and everything, and I used it. And within those 2 weeks I was able to get at least 2 paying clients for the startup space. So that was awesome for me. And then from day 15 basically is when I started paying, and that's when they deduct the first monthly subscription payment or subscription, whatever. So yeah, it's really convenient. So you can do that. Start and take advantage of that first 14 days. If you're ready, make sure you're ready. Make sure that you have product pictures. If you're selling products, make sure you have your product pictures ready before you start, your logo, everything. And then you create your site, plug everything in there, and then you go live and you take advantage of that 14-day trial period to sell, make at least that sale or those couple of sales that will help you pay your subscription. But yeah, you can have your website running for as little as 500 Rand a month. And yeah, so yeah, I used the free template, and so it's literally just editing. So all you do is literally edit, change colors, you can change where things are, the order of things on the website, fonts, add your own pictures. You can also use stock images that are on Shopify, or yeah, so they do provide, you can upload one of the stock images they have there for your site, or you can literally just upload your own pictures. Really easy. Save that. So yeah, and also another thing I liked about Shopify is that I could easily connect it to a South African payment method. So when you create your Shopify store, you automatically get a PayPal Express something account is created for you, or using that email that you use to create your store, and then you will need to go in and fill in further details. But I'm in South Africa and not that many people use PayPal, so I prefer to use something that is used by other businesses like Takealot, Superbalist, etc. So I use PayFast for my payment method, and that is what I connected to my site. So with your payment method, well, that is literally like the next thing I did after I created my site. But getting a payment method for me, I just googled I googled PayFast because I saw that okay, it was being used a lot on Takealot. So let me find out what this payment method is and what I can get from it or how I can use it. And I found out, okay, cool, I can just register as my business or under my business name, and then I will be the authorized person acting on behalf of my business. And then I had to upload my registration documents, my business registration documents, which also could serve as my business's proof of address. So yeah, I had to upload my personal identity document, my proof of address, as well as proof of banking details in the name of the business, because the account was in the name of the business. If the account is in your personal name, then you would obviously provide proof of banking details in your name. But if it's in the name of your business, if you don't have a business account, it's going to be a bit difficult. You won't be verified. So it needs to be in the name of the business. So you will need a bank account, a business bank account for that. So once you've created your account, that also literally takes, if you have everything ready, like your registration documents, and you have your FICA documents, which is your ID and your proof of address, and you have your business proof of banking details, then you can literally get registered and verified in a day on Payfast. And then it's really easy to connect your Payfast to your Shopify. You literally go to your settings, go to billing, and it's right there. You literally just copy there's a merchant ID and a I forgot the other one. It's like two numbers or two codes that are on your Payfast account. You paste them on your Shopify billing page, and you're done. Integrated. You can accept payments on your website now. So when people check out, they will be redirected to the Payfast page or tab, where they can either enter their banking card details, or they can do instant EFT, or they can do pay using MobiCred if they are registered for MobiCred. So yeah, it's really convenient. Payfast is the best, but I know that Paygate is also on Shopify, is available on Shopify now, so that's another alternative to Payfast. But I prefer Payfast because I've seen a whole lot of other businesses using it, so I felt more comfortable. Another thing I forgot to mention on Payfast or Paygate is there are no initial registration fees. So when you do create your account and you integrate it to your Shopify account, etc, you don't pay any initial fee or joining fee or whatever. There's no subscription fee. However, there are transaction fees. So it depends on the amount. As well as when you withdraw money from your Payfast account into your bank account or your business bank account, you do pay a certain fee depending on the amount you're withdrawing. It's a certain percentage depending on the amount, or the amount that you're withdrawing. Basically, it's not that much, so it's really not that bad. But yeah, that is something to take note of on your Payfast account. Now that your business is set up, your online store is set up, your online business is set up, you will need to market your business. You will need to engage or build an audience and engage with that audience, and social media is the place to do that. So you do need to have social media accounts, separate social media accounts for your business. If your business is linked to your own personal brand, you still need to have a separate business account. Even if that's the case, rather post about your business on your personal account, but have a dedicated social media account for your business, where you strictly post about your products or your services. You create content related to that, and you are literally just focused on that. And whoever subscribes or follows your social media account, or follows your business, knows what they are getting and knows what they are signing up for, knows that they are signing up to hear content related to the startup space, or content related to Royal Flair Clothing. They're not going to be hearing about my kids, they're not going to be hearing about my husband, they're not going to be seeing about my my holidays and my the meal I ate. But it also depends on the type of business you're running. So if you are a social media influencer, or content creator, or something related to that, or you're a model or a musician, whatever, then yes, obviously you will use your personal account, because you'll be creating content around yourself, you'll be creating content around your lifestyle or whatever. If you have a YouTube channel, then you will be also just including content like that on your social media. But if it's a product-based business, or a different type of service-based business, then you do need to have a separate account for your business. It really does help to just know that, for your audience to know that, okay, cool, I'm following the startup space, I want content from the startup space, and that's all I'm getting. It also doesn't confuse your customers. People don't want to be confused. They don't want to be bombarded with a whole lot of different things. So they follow certain accounts or certain channels because they want a specific thing from that channel or from that account, so that page. So if you're going to be posting a whole lot of things, personal stuff, sometimes you're posting business things, you're losing out on a lot of clients because you're not catching anyone, you're not captivating anybody because you are posting all kinds of things. But if you are posting content focused on your business, focused content that is around your services, around your product, then you are literally reeling in those people to one day be your clients or one day be your customers for your product or your services. So it's important to have separate social media accounts for your business. You can also make use of Facebook ads, Facebook and Instagram ads to promote your business. You can do this from your Shopify store, or you can go straight on Facebook or Instagram and promote your posts or boost your posts for more people to see. So the good thing about Facebook ads is that you can literally target it to a certain group of people, certain age group, certain area, certain interests, etc. So it helps you. Those are called, you targeting your ads. So you're targeting a certain audience, you're targeting certain people with your ads. And that helps you, it helps your ads be more effective. So you can do this through Facebook ads. You need to pay for it. It's not that expensive, depending on the reach you want to, or the amount of people you want to reach with your ad, and also how long you want to run your ad for. So the pricing does depend on that, and it's really not, so you can also just save your audience, and then the next time you want to create an ad, you use the same audience, or you target it to the same people. But yeah, it's really worth it. For me, it's worked. That's how I got my sales, because I haven't always been that good at social media. I'm still learning. But with Facebook ads, I've been able to use it better, or I don't struggle so much with using Facebook ads than I do with attracting clients through social media posts, etc. I'm still figuring that part out. But with the Facebook ads, I've been able to actually drive traffic to my website, drive sales. That's how I got my first 2 sales when I was still using the 14-day trial. That's how I got my first 2 clients. That's how I get sales on my clothing business. And that's how I drive traffic to my site using Facebook ads. That's how I've grown my email list. So they work for me. And if you want to use them, just make sure you understand every part of it and make sure you understand how to use them effectively. Yeah, I'm not an expert at it. I'd be lying if I said I was. I'm not an expert at it. However, they do work for me, and I am sort of figuring out how to make them work even more each time I use it, or each time I put out an ad for a service of mine, or just to promote my business. So on that note, thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope it was helpful, and I wish you all the best for your business. Remember, you just need to start. All right, waiting around for the perfect moment, or waiting around till you have every single thing figured out, is not gonna get you further. It's really just holding you back. So you need to start and learn as you go. All right. Remember to subscribe, like the video, share with somebody, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.